Ah, the Sega CD. A beautiful, misunderstood add-on that turned your Genesis/Mega Drive into a multimedia powerhouse. Well, at least that was the idea. Whether it was pushing full motion video, CD quality soundtracks, or just massive game worlds, the Sega CD had its moments of pure brilliance. Today I'm counting down the top 10 games that pushed the Sega CD to its limit. Let's get stuck in.
Welcome to the sewers, punk.
Coming in at number 10 is the game that launched 1,000 FMV dreams, Sewer Shark.
The guy you're replacing? He had that same tough guy smirk on his face that you do.
Sure, it was essentially an interactive movie with some real shooter mechanics thrown in, but Sewer Shark showed off the Sega CD's full motion video capabilities like no other. You gotta love the grainy video and those 90s actors trying their best to convince you you're on a high stakes sewer cleaning mission. But hey, this game proved that FMV was the future. Or so we thought.
Your call sign, Dog Meat. All right, climb aboard, Dog Meat.
Next up, we're trading sci-fi sewers for classic JRPG goodness. At number 9, it's Lunar, the Silver Star. With gorgeous anime cutscenes, a fully orchestrated soundtrack and a rich story, this was the game that made you go, wait, is this the Sega CD or an episode of Dragon Ball? Voice acting, cutscenes and one of the best love stories in RPG history? Lunar didn't just push the Sega CD to its limits, it raised the bar for RPGs on every console.
From the first seconds of time I've come. Born of human spirit, I travel throughout space and time.
At number 8, I've got the game that said, you thought Mortal Kombat was brutal? Hold my sword. It's Eternal Champions, Challenge from the Dark Side, with tons of special moves, insane fatalities, and even the ability to dismember opponents. This fighting game was a bloody good time. This game pushed the Sega CD to render all those juicy animations with style and, well, a lot of pixelated gore. Plus 12 player support? Sega CD multi-tap madness. At number 7, I've got Snatcher, the cyberpunk adventure from the legendary Hideo Kojima. The game wasn't just a technological marvel for the Sega CD, it was a storytelling masterpiece. With its dark dystopian world, tons of voice acting and haunting soundtrack, Snatcher felt like a graphic novel come to life. For fans of Blade Runner and complex narratives, Snatcher was pure bliss, and considering how much data it crammed onto that CD, the Sega CD earned its paycheck with this one.
As they steal their victims' bodies in order to take their place, these mysterious invaders become known as Snatchers.
You knew this was coming. At number 6, it's the game that made time travel cool before Back to the Future reruns, Sonic CD. With incredible level design, smoother silk animation and one of the catchiest soundtracks in the Sonic franchise, this game took the Hedgehog's speed to a whole new level. Plus that opening animation, chef's kiss. Combine that with the time travel mechanic that gave you past, present and future versions of each level, and Sonic CD made your Genesis / Mega Drive feel like it was strapped to a rocket. At number 5, it's time for some tactical RPG greatness with Shining Force CD. While the Genesis versions of Shining Force were already incredible, this Sega CD edition took things to the next level. It combined 2 Game Gear Shining Force titles, added new scenarios and gave it all a serious graphical upgrade. With richer colours, more detailed sprites and CD quality sound, Shining Force CD was the ultimate experience for strategy RPG fans. The Sega CD flexed its muscles here, making sure every move felt epic, every battle legendary.
Now listen up. Last night one of our agents got into the house and found some kind of weird security system. Hidden cameras in almost every room and a series of traps.
Next up at number 4, it's the game that caused so much controversy it led to the formation of the ESRB, Night Trap. This cheesy FMV horror game was part interactive movie, part, well, train wreck. But it pushed the Sega CD's FMV abilities to the max. Sure, the acting was bad, the video quality was worse and the gameplay was, let's be honest, clunky. But the sheer ambition, that's what earned Night Trap its place in Sega CD history. At number 3, I've got the action platformer that was as fun as it was charming, Popful Mail. This game was an absolute delight on the Sega CD, with vibrant graphics, a whimsical soundtrack and full voice acting for all the characters. With snappy dialogue and a fun mix of action and exploration, Popful Mail showed off the Sega CD's ability to mix colourful visuals and CD audio into one magical experience. It's like if Zelda had a sense of humour and a better wardrobe.
Hey, you a real funny girl. You make me laugh. Hey, you like a good joke? Ha! Boomba! Ha
ha! Guy, Jessica was kidnapped.
Jessica?
My sweetheart since childhood.
The Mad Gear must pay. She's my friend too. Count me in.
At number 2, it's the game that brought the arcade experience straight to your living room, Final Fight CD. This version was the closest thing you could get to the arcade classic, with smooth animations, huge sprites and that crunchy 90s beat 'em up action. The Sega CD delivered the best port of Final Fight outside of the arcade, and with CD quality sound effects and music, this game turned your Genesis / Mega Drive into a street fighting powerhouse. you've made it this far into the video, thank you so much. I really do appreciate every single view. If this is your kind of thing, if you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe. Also, comments really help get the videos seen. So let me know in the comments down below which games you thought pushed the Sega CD, Mega CD to its absolute limit. But don't go anywhere just yet. I've got one more game for you. And finally at number 1, it's the sequel that took everything from Lunar the Silver Star did and dialed it up to 11. Lunar Eternal Blue. This game pushed the Sega CD to its absolute breaking point with gorgeous anime cutscenes, a fully orchestrated soundtrack and a sprawling emotional story. With beautiful hand-drawn visuals, voice acting that brought the characters to life, and epic turn-based combat, Lunar Eternal Blue wasn't just a game, it was an experience.
Did you say something, Ruby?
Oh, great. Don't tell me you're hearing voices now.
But...
Hurry up and get the dragon's eye. The timer's almost run out on the trap.
Trap? What trap?